Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Today, a clash between two teams from the Sunshine State that will resonate from Dade to Duval, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Florida Gators offense will start this game off. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Scanning the field, it's Mertz. Wide open downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The handoff to Johnson. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, and I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Got it. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gators send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Knights offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Dropping back, it's Jefferson. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Gators will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Looking for a man. It's Jefferson. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Second down coming up. They'll run it from the gun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. On the run, it's Richardson. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense, or you got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, bro.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Gators will line up to punt it away. And the returner is stopped. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking downfield, it's Jefferson. Steps away to find some room. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The inside handoff. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple of throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll give it to Johnson. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
On third down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, This offense needs to get their heads out of there, you know what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Morris. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Brown wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
I'll tell you, I love this offense going RPO on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down at any point during the game because this quarterback does a really good job with his decision-making. He does a great job reading the defense, seeing the look, counting the box, and he's almost perfect on these decisions to hand the football off on RPOs.
To the ground, he's got it again. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry, ball's at the 24.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Listen, we all want to get to the quarterback and get sacks, but when you realize the quarterback's going to throw the football right away, you just try to get your hands in the air, get a deflection, make him throw around you. Great job by the defensive end.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
That's caught. It's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the move, looking for and he loses the football. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
I know on offense you're so jacked up and you're so excited. You're ready to go out there and make some plays. There's nothing more demoralizing than when your special teams unit coughs it up. You're like, dang, I really wanted a shot at this. All right, defense, your turn.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Gets it out fast. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Using the quick game. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You can tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play.
Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right, a 41-yarder from the left hash. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime.
UCF 3.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
The Gators will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Brown wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Knights will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Paul, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Ball in the air, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. He caught it. Perfectly thrown ball, nice catch, good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making...
Touchdown, UCF! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Iowa. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They've got the screen set up. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around up front this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that 1st down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock. So good job by the offense finding a little bit of space to get the 1st down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Across the 25. He's got room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Mertz. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
And he does everything he can. Tries to scramble, tries to make something happen. Nice job by the defense getting him to the ground. Down by more than a field goal. Interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
It's complete. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Brown will throw it. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Quick handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. And the Gators look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Fires left. Makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
42 Spider.
He'll keep it himself. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They go to the ground. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area in the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
And the ball is intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Now this offense is back on the field. The handoff to Johnson. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Knocked down for the tackle.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that 2nd down, the quarterback had nowhere to go with it, and the defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now 3rd and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The give and the run on 4th down. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Yeah, and I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so...
Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
PAT unit on the field. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Richardson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Brown wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Holds it in. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Knights!
UCF, number 8. Catch and score.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 10 over Iowa. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Johnson. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Back to throw, it's Mertz. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. He's gonna pass. Finds his big tight end. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll just keep slinging it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That's a really good play by the defense, playing deep to shallow. My job is to stay as deep as the deepest. Make sure I don't get beat deep. If they throw it underneath, I go make a tackle and rally.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
It is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive, just try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Extending the play. Took a shot as he threw. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Excellent field position here for the offense.
Check, check. Unlock.
They'll go to the ground. with a spin move. And they'll finally track him down and shove him out at the 2.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They want to see if they can score the deuce.
Easy.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. It's complete to the right. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? The coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
At the 35, he's open. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.